Oh, hi there. Welcome to North of Weatherfield, the Canadian Coronation Street podcast. My name is Brittlestar.
My name is Shannon.
These aren't our real names, of course.
No.
Our real names are... we never think of this before we start.
I didn't really like anyone this week, so I'm going to be Dr. Gadass because she's always a calming influence. You don't like Dr. Gadass.
She's okay. She's long-suffering, but she's okay. I am going to be Roy. No, I was Roy before. I'll be Adam Barlow. For people who are just listening, I'm squinting right now. Let's hold for a theme. What a theme.
What a theme. I can't hear it, but okay.
Have you listened to it ever?
I think I heard you working on it, and it has some horns.
It does. I'm trying to fix my mic if there's weird mic
This
sounds.
is for episodes that aired in Canada from the week of February 5th to February 9th.
Yeah.
So if you haven't yet caught up on that, don't watch this.
Avert your ears.
It's beyond spoiler alerts. Like, we're just going to be talking about everything that happened.
It's all out on the table. Isn't it, Shannon?
Well, the bits we remember.
Yes, exactly.
We're not very good.
All right, Shannon, run us down. What are the topics we are going to be covering this week?
So,
I watched the previous episodes, by the way, and I feel I have to be more animated. So I'm going to try to be more animated.
Get it out of your system here. Not in real life. You don't need to be more animated.
I understand, yeah.
So we're going to be talking about Cassie, Evelyn, and the Puppies.
Yep.
We're going to be talking about Asha, Nina, and Aadi. Mm-hmm. We're going to be talking about Sarah, Damon, and Adam.
Yep.
And we're going to be talking about Gemma, briefly.
Okay, excellent. Kick us off, Shannon.
I'm going to start by saying a heck of a lot happened this week, and I really wasn't interested in much of it.
Oof, harsh criticism.
It was mostly storylines that I'm not that interested in.
Cruel cobbles. That's the phrase we'll use for that kind of review. Not much interest to you at all?
No, not of these storylines. Yeah, not really. Anyways.
Okay, go on.
Cassie, Evelyn, and the Puppies.
Yeah.
So Evelyn went and tracked down because she saw an ad for breeder online.
Yeah.
She figured this is probably Terry back at it.
Right.
Like the Baden that he is.
The Baden that he is.
She did indeed find him, went to confront him.
Yep.
With Cassie sort of as her support, but earlier, but then Evelyn just went on her own to find him.
Okay.
Unbeknownst to Evelyn, as they were scrapping out front, Cassie had broken into Terry's house.
Yeah.
Gone upstairs.
Yeah.
For a room full of caged puppies.
Yeah.
And a bunch of cash.
When she went upstairs.
Yeah.
Okay, she was going up. They were essentially, the idea was to go over there and get proof that he was running a puppy mill.
That's what Cassie was going to do.
Did she take any photos or anything when she was up there?
No.
So what was her proof going to be? Yeah, I saw it?
Exactly.
Listen, let me tell you, Shannon. I'm tired of Cassie.
Yeah.
And I'm tired of Evelyn. Evelyn can go to hell.
No, I'm less tired of Evelyn than you are.
I'm so tired of her because I know people like her in real life who are blowhards, who think everything they do is right, that everyone else is wrong, and they're the root of their own problems.
But is she maybe like this because she tried for so long and so hard for so many years to turn Cassie into a good person, and she's just not?
Well, you think that would make her a better person. You think that would make her more understanding and more like, okay, I can't fix everybody. Mm-hmm. You think so, right? But no.
Well, no, I think it would make you, you might accept you can't fix everybody, but then you'd be like, I have to fix the ones I can.
Yeah, maybe.
Like Tyrone.
Yeah, maybe.
So speaking of,
yeah,
Fizz, in this miracle job that she has that's an hour away that no one ever goes and sees her.
Yeah, it's too far to travel.
Is being sent to Italy.
Yeah.
As part of her job.
I did like how when they were sending her to Italy, she's like, oh, Fizz is going to Italy. It was just kind of like, she's not going to come back an hour away to say, hey, kids, I'm gone for the week. I know I've been gone forever.
Yeah.
But she was just like, obviously I live a single life now.
Yep.
I mean, when you look at Hope and Ruby, you'd be like, you know what? I'm going to take this break.
Yeah, she's probably like, oh, no, sorry, no buses today.
Yeah, no buses, no trains.
Yep.
1 hour? No.
But Evelyn has orchestrated that Tyrone is going to go with her.
Yeah.
For this 2 weeks or whatever that she's going to be there. And so Evelyn's moving back in. with Cassie
Yeah.
to help look after the kids. My question is Evelyn orchestrating this because she just wants Tyrone and Fizz to see each other and hopefully stay together? Or does she have a scheme?
I don't think she has a scheme. I think that she's doing it. I think that the main impetus is that she's doing it to try to facilitate Tyrone spending some time with Fizz, his long-lost wife. And that's, I think, why she's doing it. I don't think that she's got any ulterior motives when it comes to Cassie or the kids. I think that she's also thinking there's more space there than at Roy's. Is she staying with Roy? Yeah.
Yeah, and then, yes.
Because then Nina was moving back in.
Which we're going to be talking about.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. But again, don't like her. I want to like her, but I think if anything has shown us all, it's that her handling of the whole puppy mill guy, Terry, has been just a complete bungle.
Yeah.
She's really bungled the whole thing up, and she's put herself in danger. She's needlessly put Tyrone in danger, who got punched for it.
Yes.
Right?
So we haven't even talked about, though, the fact that, so while Cassie's up here with all these puppies, essentially just playing with them all, as far as I could tell.
Yeah, nice proof, Cassie.
She then heard Terry coming up the stairs. So she grabbed the whacks of cash that were sitting there and then left the puppies on the floor.
Yeah, what was that?
I think because she didn't have time to put them back or something. I don't know. And then whacked him over the head.
And didn't you and I both thought at the exact same time, oh dear God, he's going to land on like 3 puppies.
Yes, because they were very little.
They're very tiny. He's going to just kill like 3 of them like that.
Yep, I agree.
But well, listen, when you've got Evelyn for a mother.
Well, then the money she stole.
Yeah, Cassie stole.
Hope caught her with the money. And Hope, being Hope, is now in on a cut.
That's right.
For hush money.
Or she'll burn this place down.
But Hope also doesn't hush very well.
No, Hope she'll need to be fed lots of cash to keep quiet. And even then,
it's not going to work.
It's not going to work.
But anyways, so Evelyn now knows that Cassie was the one who beat up Terry, and Evelyn got arrested for this.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's not
good.
No, it's not good. Dysfunctional family.
Can you imagine such a thing?
No, our families are perfect.
All right. So speaking of Nina.
Yeah.
Asha, Nina, and Aadi.
Asha, Nina, and Aadi, yep.
So Asha's really mad at Nina because she thinks that Nina dobbed Isla in to get in trouble for wanting an inappropriate relationship.
Yeah.
Aadi ticked off Amy, who he was making goo-goo eyes at.
Yeah.
Because Bobby, Carla's nephew said, oh, is she taken? And he sort of said something along the lines of, yeah, back off. She's going to be mine.
Yeah.
Amy overheard this, not best pleased.
Yeah.
First of all, Aadi, if you think that Bobby is a threat, you have bigger problems.
Yeah, Bobby's not a threat.
Amy is not going for him.
Bobby's annoying.
So anyways, there were Aadi and Nina feeling sorry for themselves in the little parquet.
Yeah.
That really, where did everything happen before the parquet?
It was just a quiet street.
They just had to go do it on the red wreck, and you just hear about it.
Yeah, you would never see it.
You would never see it.
Yeah.
And they kissed.
Nina and Aadi.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Briefly.
They did. I felt, okay, here's a couple things. I have questions for you.
Okay.
One is with the kiss.
Yeah.
They're young.
Yeah.
Well, I think Nina's about 52. They're young. It's very heightened emotion.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
I don't condone it.
Yeah.
But I get it. Don't you ever do it.
I won't kiss Nina. That nose ring drives me nuts.
Good, because I don't want to give up my career as a paramedic. And that's the one thing I wanted to mention. The other thing I wanted to mention was what do you think? No, let's just do this one first. Who do we think reported Isla? Because Nina said it wasn't her.
I think, and I believe her.
I believe Nina as well.
I think it was probably, didn't Isla have an ex that was also a paramedic person?
I thought, so at the beginning of her storyline, I thought there was another person involved.
I think it's them.
I think it's them as well, exactly. And I think this is all we're going to find out, maybe, if they decide it's worthwhile pursuing. we're going to find out that Isla has done this before.
I think so.
Yeah. Last question. Oh, go ahead.
Can I interrupt to say,
please.
I like Nina's new look.
She went far away from it, and now she's come back a little bit to her original look, a little bit.
Well, no, but she softened it compared to a week or two ago.
She has softened it. Yeah, I
like
agree.
it, apart from the nose ring.
I'm not a fan of nose rings because we get caught on sweaters all the time.
I don't mind them, but I don't like hers.
But it would get caught on a sweater so many times.
She doesn't wear sweaters. She
It's
wears
like when I had
dresses.
When I had braces for the first year, I'd put my wool sweaters on, and it would all get caught on my braces.
That's because teenage boys always have their mouths hanging open.
That's accurate. So here's the big question, though.
Okay.
That was I thought at the time we watched the scene, I thought I should bring this up to Shannon, but I'm pretty tired, so not now.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now's the time.
Okay.
I'm well rested.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
What do we think about Amy being offended by the term taken by someone who's expressing interest in her? Now, I know that Amy apologized afterwards for overreacting.
Yes.
But what do we feel about that? Because when that happened, I thought, well, that's just unfair to Aadi because he's expressing his interest without saying, hey, listen, I'm interested in her, back off. He's saying, oh, no, she's taken, because he's hoping that she's going to be taken by him.
Yeah.
I understand the problem in the language, but the sentiment, I don't think there's a problem in it.
But to me, the sentiment problem was, so he hasn't actually moved forward with Amy, really. He hasn't proposed anything to Amy.
Oh, it's just like his father.
Dev proposes to everybody. But to me, the problem is, Amy was never going for Bobby. But what if it was someone that Amy liked? What if it was Tommy Orpington's son had appeared and was asking about Amy?
Little Jimmy Orpington.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That to me was the problem. It's like,
well, wait a minute then. Wait a minute. No, that's even more problematic. Because then that means that all you're saying is that if Bobby was better looking, then it would be inappropriate for Aadi to say that.
No. I'm saying the problem with it is Aadi hasn't expressed to Amy he wants to go out with her. He's just telling other guys, no, you can't go out with her because she's taken.
He kind of has, hasn't he?
But, well, kind of, but not really.
Right.
Like, what are they doing? Nothing.
Now, you're okay with the sentiment, though, and felt the language was maybe...
No, I think my problem with the sentiment was...
He hadn't done anything to express that.
She's not taken.
Right.
That's my problem.
But he's not going to say, he's not going to say to another guy who's interested, nah, she's fair game, go for it.
Oh, no, I hate that, too.
Exactly.
No, but he could have said, actually, she's my date to my party tonight. Because that's factually
I guess
correct.
he could have actually just said, actually, I'm kind of interested in her.
Yeah.
That's putting a lot out there, though.
He's putting it on her. She's taken, not I'm interested.
Yeah.
He's saying it's to do with her. She's the problem.
Well, yes, he's bungled it up. He's a ball of emotion right now. He made out with Nina. He didn't make out with her. There was like one tiny kiss. And he's just a ball of emotion, and then he almost died.
Yes. Before we get to that, I will say, not that there is a ton of chemistry between Aadi and Nina, but there's way more than between Asha and Nina. Those two always...
I don't understand that pairing at all.
No, they're like, I don't know, 65 years old and have been married for 80 years, but also have no affection with each other.
If Lauren was closer in age to Nina, like, say, 48, 49, then I feel that I could understand those two being a couple.
Yep, I agree.
But Asha and Nina, there's no spark.
Asha has no emotions for anybody.
Which I think would play okay with the right partner. Mm-hmm. I don't think Nina's the right partner.
What, Roy? He also has no emotions generally.
Yeah, but do you remember back in the heyday with Haley?
Yeah.
There was spark.
No, I agree.
There was the spark of love.
Listen, Roy is the one holding that street together right now.
Roy is. And he must get tired of it. He must be like, let's just burn this place.
Also,
He's at my team up with Hope and burn the whole street down.
I also want to know what he always has in his bag. Because I get when he carries it for certain things, but he carries it all the time.
He does.
He never goes into it, and he does keep his wallet and his phone in his pockets. So what's in the bag?
So what's in the bag? What's in the bag, Roy? If Roy's watching.
I have no problem with men carrying purses, but
No.
he doesn't seem to be keeping his items in there.
No, I don't know what he keeps in there either.
All right.
But that's up to Roy.
So Aadi went back to his flat.
Yeah.
Despondent.
Yes.
With
because he felt bad about kissing Nina.
Yeah.
Betraying both himself, not just both, but betraying himself, Asha, and potentially Amy.
And Dev. Poor Dev. What's Dev supposed to do?
Exactly. All my kids are making out with each other.
Dev just ended up comforting Nina.
I know.
Because he's like, I can't with those other two.
I think Dev is the new tower of strength. Your sister Allison said that Audrey was the tower of strength from the street. And
she said her friend Kathleen said that.
Right. Yeah. Well, okay. She's just trying to distance herself and try to remain cool. Good luck with that. But I think that Dev has replaced Audrey as the tower of strength.
It might be Roy.
It probably is Roy, actually.
Yeah. So anyways, he went back and Asha went to see him, let herself into the flat.
Yeah.
He was lying down on the couch with a beer next to him. She was like, oh, he's passed out drunk. It's still daylight. We now know this is like, I don't know when.
Plus, he wasn't passed out beside like 12.
Yes.
But here's something. Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
In that scene, before Asha came into the apartment,
yes,
wasn't there a scene of somebody poking prescription pills out of something?
I don't know.
Like out of like a blister pack or something? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, nope.
If someone can verify that in the comments, that'd be amazing.
Someone watched more closely than we did. That's probably a lot of people.
That's
try,
most
we get
people.
Distracted really
We're
easily.
Easily distracted. Yeah. But I think there was a scene, because initially when I thought, oh God, he's like overdosed or something.
Right.
But there was no mention of it. I don't know what it was. It might have just been a totally unrelated scene.
Oh, had he maybe said he had a headache and was taking a paracetamol?
Yeah. Something like that. And I thought, oh man, is he taking a whole bunch or something?
Right.
But yeah, and then she came in, and then of course he'd only had wasn't like there was 12 cans of beer beside him. It was just like the one or two.
So to add insult to injury, she considers her brother a lightweight.
Exactly, the biggest insult of all
for a Brit.
Exactly.
So she left. Then Amy went to check on him.
Yeah.
Amy needed Gav's help to get in because she couldn't get in the front door. So luckily Gav helped her.
I like Gav.
I want more Gav, please.
I like him.
Yes.
He was a little bit two-dimensional, cartoony at the beginning.
Yeah.
He's coming around.
Yeah. Got the door open. They discovered Aadi. A little alarmed that they took him to the hospital and just left the flat with carbon monoxide gushing out.
That felt like a plot hole.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like, what happened to the rest of the people in the building?
They go back and there's 50 dead people.
Okay. Again, it feels like a lot happened.
A tremendous amount happened.
I care about most of it. Gemma.
Okay, yeah. What about Gemma?
Quads reappeared.
Yeah.
For a good couple episodes.
Yeah.
Obviously, they got them all going. And Grandma, Linda, came back. So Linda is, thank you, Sharon, for reminding us that it's Linda, is Joseph's grandma.
Fancy pants grandma.
Yeah, from Joseph's dead mom.
Yeah.
And I like Linda.
I like Linda too. Linda's got money. But she doesn't look down all the time at the situation that Gemma and Chesney are in.
She really never looked. I think she's very.
I think she might give the impression sometimes that she does, or like, oh, you're doing that type of thing. But here's the thing. When you don't have money and someone who has money likes you and wants to help, you should take that money.
Yeah, you have quads and another kid?
That's what's bothered me about that whole storyline. I understand the pressures of fame.
Wait, who's famous? Gemma and Chesney with the quads?
Yeah, and us. But no, Gemma and Chesney, when they had the quads, there was all the media attention.
Yes.
And there was pictures of them on ads and all that kind of stuff. And they kind of freaked out about that.
Yeah.
But how could you not, at that point, look at your situation in life, want to be self-sufficient and go, this is a little bit uncomfortable, but it's not mean-spirited, so...
Let's figure out how to make this work for us.
How can I make this... How do I work with a manager or an agent to make this bend to the way we want? And I thought it was irresponsible of them to abandon that whole course of a possible revenue that would keep them sustained.
That would pay the lucky bill.
That would pay the lucky bill and keep Gemma in foundation.
I do appreciate
and maybe
her
go
line,
beyond her chin.
Her line she always has.
Yeah.
Yes. It's very 80s.
It's classic.
Like it.
I love it.
I like it.
But yeah, and I think I think they need to take advantage of, in the best way, the nice way, of Linda's offers to help.
Yep, I agree. agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
If you're listening, Gemma and Chesney.
Or Linda, we'd be very grateful and appreciative.
Linda,
come visit us.
exactly. We don't have quads, but we are.
No, you don't need a butt.
Oh,
we don't have quads.
We don't have quads.
That's all she wants to know.
We do have a guest room.
Also, Gemma was in the cafe with Paul
Yeah.
and Joseph.
Yeah.
And Joseph was saying his tummy was poorly.
Oh, yes. Joseph, yeah.
And Dr. Gadass was sitting having a nice sandwich and a cup of coffee. And Gemma went over to talk to her about it. And Dr. Gadass is like,
Listen, Gemma.
we've talked about this. I
Yeah.
can't deal with you with medical stuff with the kids.
Yeah.
And then Chesney came in. Again, I'm bringing up the question I bring up every once in a while. Is Joseph really sick? Meaning, is he physically medically sick, as opposed, or is he got
Psychosomatic?
or has he got anxiety that's making his stomach feel horrible?
Yeah, it's possible.
What do we think?
I think
Or is
the-
he just trying to bunk off school?
No, I think there's something. I think you're right. The anxiety is a possible thing, absolutely. But I think Dr. What's her name?
Gadass.
Dr. Gadass. I always get Windass and Gadass because they both sound insulting.
One's not a good family. The other is.
Well, they're good at heart sometimes. But I think Dr. Gadass is more concerned with her great new haircut, which is amazing.
It is.
It's a great haircut.
Yeah.
But I feel that there's something there. Even us, we're not even in the same country. I feel we can tell there's something actually wrong with Joseph. We don't know what it is, but they're dismissing it too easily. And this is how young Jack lost his leg, which apparently has grown back.
Or at least not hindering him in the least anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That'd be
Yeah.
Kevin. And who was Jack's mom?
Molly.
Molly.
No.
No, was it?
Yes.
God, time flies, eh?
It does. There hasn't been a tram crash in over a decade.
Maybe. I guess so, yeah.
That's pretty good.
Fascinating.
That's because they just built the new set.
No, they can't wreck it
They're not
already.
going to wreck it yet.
Exactly.
Okay. And then the last thing we're going to talk
Last thing we're going to talk about.
about, which has, again, too many tentacles. Sarah, Damon, and Adam.
Uh-huh.
So we've got the issue of Sarah and Damon and their relationship.
Yeah.
Sarah and Adam and their relationship.
Yeah.
Damon and Harvey and their relationship. Adam and Harvey and their newfound relationship.
Yeah, that's not going to end well.
So Sarah has been like, maybe I shouldn't be with Damon after all, because she overhears him like on the phone, not actually threatening someone, being like,
Yeah.
if this doesn't come through,
Talking very,
that's
very
it.
firmly.
Yes. And she decides that he's up to no good again.
Yeah.
It doesn't help that for some reason, out of nowhere, his car shows up crushed into a rectangle on the street.
Pretty cool move.
Crushed so well that the plastic license plate was just sort of embedded on top and not actually broken anywhere.
That shows you the finesse that was put into the crushing.
It's sort of like the dancing diggers. It's like when you see these, like,
Yeah, exactly. They can do
Fine movements?
Fine movements,
Yeah.
exactly.
So first of all, how did we not notice his car being taken away, which could have been a tow truck, but it would have had to have been returned on a quite large flatbed lorry.
Yes.
That could crane lift it off.
Yeah. How could not anyone look out and go, how's it going to get past that guy's car? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it did. That was also, that and the carbon monoxide were two plot holes, I
Yeah.
thought.
I was
they would
waiting.
notice.
I was waiting for someone to have left their phone at home
But
and get kidnapped.
I did like the message sending of your car being stolen and just crushed and returned crushed. I thought that was a pretty good message.
Yeah.
I like that. I like
So that was a message from Harvey, we think.
I mean,
It could have been from the
Maybe.
guy that
The
Damon
new
ran
guy.
away to avoid
yeah.
whenever, a few
Yeah.
months ago.
Yeah.
So Sarah's trying to convince the Platts,
Yeah.
give them a chance.
Yeah.
Come to my family get together. They always go so well. Everyone will be so joyous and lovely. My favorite part of that dinner was when Sarah said, just give him a chance. And I think it was David that said, well, we do, he did try and kidnap Adam. And Gail said, nobody's perfect.
She's not wrong.
She's not wrong.
She's not wrong.
So, but here's the thing that stuck out for me.
Yeah.
The most upsetting thing was Adam came in to talk to Sarah. Sarah was annoyed with him, and she said, "You're not even Harry's real dad."
I missed that part.
How did you miss that part? You're not allowed to look at your phone when we're watching now that we're doing
Well,
this.
now we have a responsibility to the nation. Exactly. Sorry.
So, yes. So they were ticked off at each other, and she said, "Harry's not even your real son."
You know, I have a I Love Sarah Platt t-shirt.
Yeah.
I don't even think I'm going to wear it anymore.
You don't fit in it anymore.
Don't tell Sarah that.
In case you have a chance. She's like, if you still can fit in that t-shirt.
From 2002.
Yeah, I'm in.
Then I'm in.
Yeah.
Exactly. I did like, this wasn't from this past week, but the week previous, I think.
You have no problem with her saying that?
Well, it's a low blow. But I mean, he already knows that.
That's the point, is that he knows it's not his biological son. It is his son.
Yeah, no, she's no good.
Like, we've got Leanne as Simon's mom. She has nothing to do with Simon.
True.
She's Peter's ex-wife.
Yeah.
He's Peter's son from another woman.
Adam.
Yes.
Move on to Bethany. Younger, better model.
Oh.
Tell her to tone her eyebrows down a bit. You'll be fine. Tone her eyebrows or her hair color down a bit. Either way. Somewhere in the middle. No,
I quite like that Adam, I think, and I hope continues to, he just views Bethany as Sarah's daughter.
Yes. Yeah.
You don't, just because it's a small community, you don't have to turn lecherous to anybody once they...
Listen, it's a shallow pool, Shannon. It's a shallow pool.
So Adam phoned the prison, said that he was Harvey's attorney.
Yeah.
And wanted to meet with him.
Yeah.
So we got to meet with Harvey, and Harvey's like, "Okay, what's the scoop?" And he's like, "I want us to get rid of Damon together."
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you remember that? You look like you don't remember that.
No, I do remember that. Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah. I thought that's not going to end well because blood's thicker than water. Blood's even thicker than Highland water, even thicker than Highland brooding water. Like when those young girls were like all giggly over Adam in the cafe and Roy's, and I think it was Daniel said I think those girls have a crush on you or something, and he said, "You get used to it."
Do you? You do? Do you, Adam?
I mean, depending on his hairstyle. Some weeks it's spot on.
It is. Yeah.
Other weeks you're like,
Other weeks it's like, come on, you've learned. Come on.
It's like you've been pulled out of the salon midway through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. All right. I don't even know if I covered everything here, but it feels like that was a lot of stuff.
It feels like it was a lot of stuff.
Do you have any items that you feel we didn't cover?
No, I don't think so. I think that was pretty good. I wanted to get my view about Evelyn out into the world.
Do you still think Damon's a bad 'un? Do you think he's genuine?
I think it doesn't matter. I think he's so deep in that he can't get out of being bad.
He hasn't done anything bad again yet.
The only thing that makes me think he might change his ways is that his hair is getting thicker. And I thought, good for you, Dad.
So he's invested the money.
He's invested the money.
He's like, give me a good run.
Give me some close-ups.
Yeah.
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 Exactly.
Maybe.
Yeah. But yeah, I think he's looking good, but I think he's not going to be able to change his stripes. I think what's going to happen is Adam is going to try to go with Harvey to go against Damon. Blood's thicker than Highland brooding water, and they're going to end up turning on Adam. Because I think Adam, the guy who plays Adam, is probably thinking, I could do movies.
He's probably looking for a bit of an out.
Yeah.
He's been on for quite a while.
Well, a fool, if you ask me.
Well, I think you'd want to test out your plot line.
Yeah.
First, your exit plot line.
Exactly. If you can just get out and maybe have a return like Peter.
Exactly.
Then you can come back in a couple of years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's less sick of you.
Exactly. So thanks for listening and thanks for watching North of Weatherfield, a Canadian Coronation Street podcast. Next week's going to be tricky.
So one of us is going to be out of the country. We think we figured out a way that we can both watch the episodes. We'll find out if we can.
One of us. I'll tell you next week. It's more exciting. I'll give you a reason to tune in.
Because that's what they're waiting for.
They want to find out what's going on.
What's Stuart doing
exactly.
next week?
Listen, you get a lot of attention, Shannon. You get used to it. You get used to it. That wasn't really good. I can't really do his accent. His accent's kind of West Coast, isn't it?
It tries hard.
Try to keep up with his hair. Thanks for watching. We're going to pause for theme, and we'll probably do like an end tag thing, because why not?
Are we?
Sure.
Okay. We're supposed to be doing it like our goodbyes, like our person that we chose to be.
Oh, yeah.
So
who did I choose again?
I can't remember, but I chose Dr. Gaddis. So
I
I'm going
chose
to say
Roy, and then okay, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm going to say, try and have a good day. Just, get out there, do what you can. And, if you have any problems, you can come back.
She is someone who doesn't read the Weatherfield Gazette. There's been so many murders and people dying in that street, and she's like, just try and have a good day.
Does this mean you can't remember who you were?
I will be told in the comments who I was. And I will say, see you next week like that person right now. See you next week. Thanks for watching. See ya.